today we'll be performing 13 by Katherine Garrett. Its location is East Stone Gap, Virginia, 1954, and I will be playing the narrator.
I will be playing Barbara, who is a young girl of 18.
And I will be playing Mom, who is short and a little bit chubby.
I'll be playing the coach, who's in his early 30s.
I will be playing Charlotte, who's a 16-year-old girl who plays basketball.
And I will also play Nancy, who is 17, who also plays basketball.
I'll be playing Lori, who is 16-year-old and is also on the basketball team.
I'll be playing Donna, who's about 5'4", also on the basketball team.
And I'm playing Joyce, who is 18, who is also on the basketball team.
Alright, it begins with, on stage, Barbara wearing a basketball uniform and being alone.
There were 10 seconds left. There were 2 girls guarding me. We were down by 1 point. There was 20 feet between me and the hoop, and I had 1 chance left. This was it. This was the moment I had thought about, strategized for, dreamed of, and planned out for the past month. I never thought we would actually make it to the championship, but we did. And this was it. In 10 seconds, we would either leave the stadium as state champions or the state losers. This was the deciding factor. Nobody thought I could do it, that our team was worth anything. My dad drilled in me for months that I could never do it. He thought this was a pointless effort. I could tell my mom thought the same thing, even though she never said it. She tried to encourage me away from basketball and into more typical things, such as knitting, sewing, cooking, and things that women should be getting themselves involved in. But I couldn't. I had made a commitment to my team and to myself. We were going to see this thing out, no matter the conclusion.
1 week prior, at home.
Mom, where are my shoes? I can't go to practice unless I find my shoes. I know I left them by the back door. Did you move them?
Honey, I simply moved them to the front door. They were in your dad's way. Do you have your shirt, jersey, and socks? I washed them yesterday. They were hanging on the line.
Yes, Mom, I already got them. Well, I'm off to practice. See you at 6.
Hold on there. What's wrong? Are you feeling all right?
Yeah, Mom, I'm fine. I just had a cold for a couple of days, but I'm fine. I can't miss practice anyway. The big game is in 5 days.
Are you sure? I mean, if you want to stay home just for today, you can get some rest. It might actually be what's best for you before the big game.
No, Mom, that's ridiculous. Anyway, Charlotte's already waiting outside for me. She's going to leave without me.
Okay, fine. But be careful.
That was before my mom figured out I had whooping cough. It was the week before the championship at the state capitol. I wasn't about to tell my mom how sick I actually felt. We were playing a team that had won the state championships for the past 2 years. Coburn High had gone the season undefeated, but so did we. However, we were still intimidated. Our school had not won a state championship for at least the past 10 years. Women's sports didn't even start until 1940, and now, 14 years later, I was a senior in high school. I was number 13. My sister, Charlotte, was number 6. My best friend Nancy was on the team. She was number 19. This was my final shot to prove myself to my family, to my boyfriend, and to my city. Our team had a lot to prove, but we had spirit and determination. There were 5 practices between us and the game. We were running faster, passing straighter, shooting more, and making more baskets than we ever had. We not only played well, but we felt like a team. It's almost as if we had this sixth sense where we knew each other. When Lori went to pass to me, I was in just the right spot at the right time, without her saying anything. We just knew each other. Each day we practiced harder and harder, until Friday, the day before the big game. It was our last practice, my last practice as a high school student, and the prelude to one of the most significant days of our lives.
Scenes change to show Coach talking to the team.
This is it, ladies. In 24 hours, we'll be out on the court in our uniforms, hearts pumping, about to play a game that nobody thought we would ever play. But you, as a team, proved everyone wrong. You proved your families wrong and the town wrong. You shattered the expectations that were set so low, and now this is it. Tomorrow is the end of a phenomenal season. The outcome tomorrow does not determine how the season has gone. You already defined that. All that's left for tomorrow is for you to play the game that you love. This group of 14 girls is your family. You have sweated together, cried together, bled together, and won together. You have seen each other's best and each other's worst. So tomorrow, when you're on the court, you'll work together as a family. Where one person finds their weaknesses, another will find their strengths. The outcome of the game tomorrow does not define you. One game does not define a season. but you will go out into that game tomorrow and work your hardest. You will not end this season with anything less than your best. Win or lose, tomorrow you'll work harder than you ever have, and you'll be proud of yourselves. Win or lose, you will walk off that court at the end of the game with your heads held high. So go home, get some rest, and I'll see you at 8 a.m. sharp here at the school. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention something that I was saving till today to tell you all. I'm willing to give a little extra incentive. If you win, I'll take you to Kentucky to see University of Kentucky men's basketball team play a game. How does that sound? But don't forget, you have to win first. Bring it in.
Team! Scene's open to reveal Barbara and Charlotte in the room, in bed.
Hey, Barb, are you awake?
Kind of. What do you want, Char? We have to get up early tomorrow.
Well, I don't know. Do you have your uniform together and everything? I mean, did you find your socks?
Did you really just wake me up to ask me if I had my socks?
Well, no. I guess I just wanted to ask you if you were nervous at all. I mean, are you scared?
Well, sure, I'm scared a bit. But I know that we made it to this point because we're good. We're really good. And we can win tomorrow. And no matter what happens, I'm happy with that.
I know. That's what I keep telling myself, but I'm still nervous. What if I screw up the entire game for everybody else? What if I'm the reason we lose tomorrow?
Well, first of all, you need to stop thinking that we're going to lose. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. But if you keep thinking that we're going to lose before we've even played, then you've sealed our fate.
Okay, that makes sense. Do you think if I pray, God will let us win?
Char, I don't think God takes sides. I could be wrong. I've never known that much when it comes to God. But I do believe that whatever happens tomorrow will be what needed to happen. Maybe somebody needs to lose to learn something. Or maybe somebody needs to win to learn something different. I don't think God cares more about winning and losing rather than learning.
That's true. That makes me feel better. But I sure hope we win.
Me too. Now go to bed. You're going to fall asleep when you're running if we don't go to bed now.
Okay. Thanks, Barb. I love you.
Love you too, Char.
Scene fades out. Scene changes to Barbara on stage alone. Single light.
So far, the game had gone great. Just like the week prior, we were playing like a team, like a family. I was on defense, and we were getting block after block. We were getting the rebounds, we were making the passes. We were flawless. The offense, where Charlotte was playing, was doing great as well. They were making the passes and making the shots. It seemed as if the basketball itself had a magnet that drew it into our hoop. It always went in, even when it shouldn't. The game was going in our favor, but here we were, the fourth quarter. We were exhausted, we were sweating, our muscles hurt. Some of us were bleeding, but we were ready to finish this. We were fighting for the victory, but we were tired. The buzzer went off and we were back in the game. Currently, we had the lead by 5 points, but in a game of basketball, that was no security. Points switched faster than you could blink your eyes. We needed more points, and we needed a strong defense. That's where I came in. The defense and I were going to be a brick wall between Coburn and the hoop. Nothing was going in. At least, that's what we prayed for.